Josh here from Bayside Family Dental Care. Did you know that if you're an Australian over the age of 50, the odds are about 1 in 3 that you have untreated dental decay?
But how does this happen? How do so many of us wind up with a condition that permanently destroys parts of our teeth? And more importantly, how can we prevent it?
Tooth decay, or dental caries, has taken a while for us to understand. Once believed to be caused by tooth worms, has more recently been believed to be caused by a single strain of bacteria. However, we now understand that the process of tooth decay is a lot more complex. It's caused by thousands of different strains of bacteria and can't be treated with antibiotics. Instead, it's affected by our fluoride exposure, tooth cleaning, saliva, and our diet.
Between 1957 and 1961, 82 children sharing a home in New South Wales, eating a largely plant-based diet, low in starch and sugars, were studied to see how their teeth compared to the average Australian school kid. What was found was that despite their brushing habits being very poor and their gums being very inflamed, they had far fewer decayed teeth than the average Australian.
These results tell us that diet is directly linked to tooth decay. And while brushing twice a day and flossing at least once a day is an important part of decay prevention, controlling and managing what you eat is also important. But why is that the case?
Much like our bones, our teeth go through cycles of destruction and repair. When we eat something or drink something other than water, the plant that grows on our teeth eats it too. These bacteria are especially fond of fermentable carbohydrates, such as sugar, starches, breads and pastas. The more of these that are present in our diet, the more the bacteria will eat. Without the same complex digestive systems as us, these bacteria produce acids when eating, which can melt the surface of the tooth. This destruction increases if the bacteria is not regularly removed by toothbrushing or flossing, or when eating something sticky that stays on the teeth.
Repair of the teeth happens after eating, specifically around the 30-minute mark after your last mouthful of food. This is about the time the saliva needs to wash all the acid off the teeth. Existing minerals and fluoride then found in the saliva have the chance to strengthen the tooth and rebuild it up to its normal strength. When teeth aren't given this time to repair, such as if someone's snacking all day or if sticky foods are left in the grooves of the teeth, this acid is not washed away by saliva. Eventually, enough of the acid melts away at the tooth, forcing a cavity. The saliva can no longer repair this hole, and the bacteria begins to grow inside the tooth.
When the bacteria gets deep enough into the tooth, and especially when a hole is formed, they begin to live not only off the carbohydrates in our diet, but the tooth itself. This is why at this point, the only option to repair the tooth is a filling, to stop the bacteria reaching the nerve.
This is why we aim to identify these spots where the bacteria has begun to melt away at the tooth early. We call these spots white spot lesions. When we see these spots of early decay on the teeth, we usually apply a fluoride paste. This fluoride paste is about 15 times the strength of a regular toothpaste, and hopefully will give the tooth a chance to re-strengthen itself. Although fluoride can strengthen the teeth, without the thorough removal of bacteria from the tooth, with a toothbrush and a piece of floss, the decay will continue.
Because the saliva plays such a big role in the repair cycle, having a dry mouth can often wreak havoc on the teeth. If we notice during a checkup that your mouth doesn't appear well hydrated, we may recommend increasing your water intake, chewing a sugar-free gum, dry mouth rinses, or using a high fluoride toothpaste.
So in summary, to prevent decay, you should 1. Regularly brush and floss your teeth to remove tooth-destroying bacteria.
2. Maintain a diet that is low in fermentable carbohydrates, sticky foods and snacks.
3. Have regular exposure to fluoride in the form of fluoridated toothpaste, as well as regular dental visits with us.
And 4. Keep your mouth hydrated and mention to your dentist if you're experiencing any dry mouth symptoms.